This vintage train is out of commission. It's going nowhere. It's just on display for our appreciation. But that is not your life. My father-in-law was fond of saying, when you have a thought, where is this thought going? Where you going to end up? What's going to be the end result? See, you get on this train, you ain't going nowhere. You're just there. But when you have thoughts, tons of thoughts, they're taking you somewhere. As my father-in-law was fond of saying, like I said, asked that question all the time. Where is this thought going? Where's it going to lead me? So if you have a thought about whatever it is, if it's an ill thought that can hurt you and someone else, you have to think about the consequences, because there are going to be consequences, no doubt about it. See, he knew that because of personal experience. He had his challenges like we all had, and he learned from his mistakes. I've had many challenges. I didn't even ask the question, where's this thought going? I got myself caught up in a lot of dumb crap. Maybe that's what you're facing, a decision whether you should or should not do a certain thing. And now you're asking yourself, what will be the end result? Where is this thought going? Where is it going to lead me? And that's good if you're doing that, because that shows that you're really conscious about your life. So many of us just do without thinking. See, there are more doers than thinkers. Now, my father-in-law, Steve, yeah, he was a thinker. He knew that he needed to think this out. So whatever you're facing today that's going to lead you somewhere else tomorrow that you may not be able to get yourself out of, you have to ask, like this train, which ain't going nowhere, but your life, you're going somewhere. Where is this thought taking me? Where am I going to end up? Because if it's someplace you don't want to be, then why in the heck are you on that train, that thought? Why are you letting that thought take you somewhere? But you already know that. None of you that's listening to this video, for the most part, are 2-year-olds. You're grown. You're adults. And you think and reason as an adult. But even though we're adults, we still do our share dumb stuff. And I'm telling you, every decision you ever will make, if you funnel it through that point, where is this thought taking me? Because it's taking you somewhere. You better think it out. You better think it through. You better think it through and through, because you're going to wind up there. And if it's a place that you don't want to be, that you can get stuck for years, business, arrangement, or marriage, relationship, and you digging yourself out, clawing yourself out of that hell, you have to think about this question. Where is this thought taking me? Because I don't want to go over there. I don't want to be over in the bad stuff. I need to think. And you do. Everything you do from now on is a suggestion, because I ain't telling you nothing that you already don't know. These are just a reminder. These are reminders. And this particular reminder is, ask yourself, where is this thought taking me? And before you go, see the trip, see the falls and the problems, and then ask yourself, is that where you want to wind up? Because if the answer is no, you need to give it some more thought. You need to rethink that. But like I said, you already know that. So let's do it.